the suppression of the use of marijuana and of the forces lurking behind it are the most important jobs this department is now engaged in. In 1930, the records on marijuana in the Washington office of the Narcotics Division scarcely filled a small folder like this. Today, they fill cabinets.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Coloradians, and everyone that's smart enough to listen from the outside.
It's one of the most amazing plants we've ever discovered.
The pot party, the trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
I got Winnie Bucks.
We're a pro Paul Rudd podcast and Team Keanu. That is all. That guy's on our white whale list.
Keanu Reeves.
Man, he does nothing but good things for people. Like, constantly. Like, whenever you hear about somebody, like, besmirching someone's name, they're like, let's just take a subtle reminder that Keanu Reeves is not a cunt. He's actually quite a nice human, despite having all of this money and notoriety.
He just gave so much money to insert whatever.
He eats, like, lunch with homeless people and brings them sandwiches and just sits on the curb with them, like, rides the public transit. He is just a down-to-earth human. That is a white whaler.
But if you catch him in character, he's mean as fuck.
Dude, yeah, he
we'll
could karate chop the fuck out of us.
I saw him in person on Universal lot. I walked by him.
Did you say hey?
Did you touch his fanny?
He was smoking a cigarette.
Fuck
nice. Yeah. I bet it was a menthol.
I can't wait till lung darts are back in again, because I'm so sick of all the judgment here in Colorado. And luckily, there's only 4 more podcast episodes until I am boots off the ground, kicking back, smoking lung darts with a little less formaldehyde. And I cannot wait.
God, they love lung darts in Europe.
I know, it's going to be great. All those voices you heard in the intro that Eve gave us. Welcome back to Stoned Appetit, with your host, as always, it's me.
Remember who you are?
Yeah, I was going to say, where we just belittle famous people. No, with your host, as always, it's me, Kip Wilson. To my left, I got CB. CB, how are you?
Surviving, but also thriving.
I'm glad to hear you're feeling better. I know you were out of commish last week. You were missed at all of the events.
Yeah, but we're doing good. We've got a big week ahead, and the studio is really starting to take shape.
It took us $80 in U-Hauls, 8 hours of labor, but by God, we got the couch that my grandmother procreated my parents on right here. Like, right, it's the ugliest, oldest couch in history, but we could not get it. And so shout out to Sergio for letting go of this cute pup. She's a doll, but yeah, we're getting closer and closer to going live on video. If this is your first time listening to us, we appreciate you, but I'm glad to hear you're back in action, Chris. Evatha, how was your weekend?
Great, full of fall things. I'm all for it.
This is your first autumn with us here in Colorado. As someone who grew up in the land of people jerking off to foliage, how does the Colorado foliage compare to that of the Northeast?
I don't like that you have to drive to go see it here, but in Maine it's kind of just, it's there. It's all around, you know?
And you just didn't appreciate it as a kid.
No, I
now
definitely
you're like,
didn't.
oh, people actively want to see this stuff, and this was just in my backyard every day.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like growing up back home, you know? All the maples and oak trees, those all changed colors.
I grew up in fucking Pine Belt. I mean, it was just pine
but there's
trees.
oaks down there.
Yeah, but more coastline, but it was just pine country. So love seeing all the aspens change in such large quantities and long gasping views.
Yeah.
And then we're eerily close, and snow is the one that gets me, which we'll talk with Eve again in winter if she doesn't kill us before then, about her thoughts on snow removal.
It is really cool, though, to see the pocket of, the bright gold and fiery yellow colors up there.
It's really pretty.
Those reds up there, that New Hampshire, Maine area, Vermont, where it pops into a multitude of colors.
Yeah.
Like those lake landscapes up there, they make an old woman swoon.
Yeah.
They definitely do.
Draw tears.
Well, we have a kick-ass episode for y'all today. It's all things autumn. We're going to recap the Mr. B's Autumn Wine and Spirits tasting. Kip sat on a panel along a bunch of prestigious bloggers and writers along the community. We'll recap Eve's weekend in the mountains, my weekend in the town. Chris is coming off of a bout of illness, so he probably kept his a little more tranquil, so we'll skip over his section. And then we can't forget about things like I Called Tyler Childers. We're going to recap that concert, as well as the 5280 magazine released their top 25. We're going to dive into that, and we have our once-a-month draft. This one's coming to y'all with all things Halloweens. But before that, let's just get right into it, Eve. This episode is presented by RIKI Seltzers. You've heard us say it a million times. The seltzer brainchild between Tivoli Brewing and Breckenridge Distillery is a 7% alcohol, 1 full fifth in every 12-pack delight. They have tequila combos, vodka combos, and as we get into the crisper weather, they're whipping out the whiskey. That's right, there's something for everyone. The seltzer of the summer has turned the seltzer of all years. We love working with RIKI, and we are certain you are going to love drinking it. Whether your football team sucks or your life is just going down the tube, they've got a drink that will make it a little bit better. Find your beach and grab a 12-pack of RIKI Seltzers today.
Let's do it.
All right, Chris, how was your weekend, you sickly fuck?
I caught up on a lot of work I needed to catch up on after being sick, but I did manage to swing by Friday night, caught a beer at Joyride's Oktoberfest, which I got to be honest with you, Joyride Brewing, out of all the breweries here in Denver, they throw really rad parties. And I think it might be, the location. They block off that whole street, and they have a band out there. They had people in... what are those German outfits?
Lederhosen.
Lederhosen?
Yeah.
Is that how you say it? Lederhosen?
Yeah, let's do that.
But yeah, no, I was just saying Joyride. They had a kick-ass Oktoberfest going Friday and Saturday.
Denver had theirs as well, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
they had like a band out there. Like Joyride throws parties.
And rightfully so. They have a hot corner on a very peaking area right next to our friends over at Ritual. Colorado, but also catty corner to the lake, so you can kind of get the best of both worlds. And that neighborhood reminds me a lot of what I want our street to be over here, where they're just going to shut down the street for no fucking reason and throw a party. And I respect the fuck out of that. Everybody kind of rose in unison over there in Edgewater, and I dig it. But Joyride's got good beer. Good beer. Eve, did we already tackle what you did this weekend? Give it to me. Give me the nitty gritty. It starts with Thursday.
Questions for you.
It starts
too.
with Thursday, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. I went to Westward Feast, which was a lot of fun.
What was that?
It was just like a bunch of food vendors and all this alcohol, and you try everyone's samples and everything. It was great.
Chris, for those that don't know, Westward's Feast was a bunch of different restaurants that posted up at the McNichols building. We talked about it briefly on Thursday's episode, but we sent Eve down there to get all the deets of best bites and things of that nature. So hit us with them, Eve.
Okay. My favorite was from Escafé. It's an ice cream place, and it was a small scoop of ice cream with a shot of cold brew, garnished with cocoa powder, whipped cream, and a waffle wedge.
I know you struggle with the pronunciation of that, so spell that for us. ESIPH. EISKAFFEE. Escafé?
Escafé? I don't know.
Did
That's
you
what stuck
get a
in my
52-ounce
mind.
margarita while you were there?
I had one drink, and it was strong.
Oh, did you get loose?
I was feeling it.
Tail feather? Really?
I was feeling it a little bit. I was heavy pour.
Gin?
Heavy pour. And they had vodka and
I'm
stuff.
so mad we missed Buzz D. That would have been so cool.
God.
That's probably why the ice cream, I was like, oh, yeah. But that was towards the end, I was getting full, and just the ice cream
No, that's understandable.
was good.
Okay.
But I keep thinking about the dessert because you guys put it in my head. It's just the other stuff, some of it was okay.
Was the crowd packed?
No, it wasn't packed at all.
Interesting.
The lines weren't too bad.
Westward does a lot of events throughout the year, so
Yeah.
maybe this one just kind of flew a little bit more under the radar.
Definitely go. It was $35 for early bird, and for everything you get, it was a lot of fun. Too bad you guys couldn't be there. Oh, darn.
I hate
More for
that.
me.
I kind of feel like you have more fun when we're not around,
Me
but
too.
that's just me. I'll do you one as well. So the reason I wasn't partying with Eve was because I consumed large amounts of wine on Thursday. Mr. B's autumn wine and spirits tasting just turned into a fucking party. And so there's just tons of wine, snacks galore. A lot of our friends from the community showed up and showed out. Shout out to Alex and Mikey, Kevin and Ashley, saw Justin the Great, saw Benny Bloom, and then obviously a litany of our favorite liquor distributors. We'll have a recap reel for y'all to tune into, and we'll have our highlights of wines that are both approachable and a little bit on the higher end. But if you time it properly, you could definitely capture some of the joys of those wines through Mr. B's specials they have going all month long of October. Chris, there was this Italian noir from... It was called Inglar, and the person, their family crest was on the label. So ask them for the Inglar Italian Noir. It was
Slaps.
Fucking slaps. And the color was a little bit like more muted, like a little bit darker plum instead of that brighter color that you usually see, I guess. I was a little bit taken aback by the color. It was a little bit duller in the sense of like, does it glow? But the flavor was phenom. They grow it at a higher elevation, so the grapes have a little bit different pizzazz to them. I thought this one wasn't too overly like cherry, dark fruit flavored. It was just perfect, and it felt like it could play with even more, fuller bodied meals. I don't know. I may be talking out of my arse, but I loved this bottle, and so I probably drank 3 of them. Shout out to, I think it's called Altitude West Wines or Alpine West Wines, something like that. But if y'all ask them, it's fucking phenomenal. There was also the team from Anvil was pouring a lot of funky flavors. It was really good. And then, so I got good and buzzed up to the surprise of abso-fucking-lutely nobody. And so afterwards, I just kind of meandered over to Annette. Caught a late night patio table. So when Eve was like, you probably don't remember the weather from Thursday, I sure as fuck do, Chris. And it was because I was enjoying mussel frites, a nice little pickled pepper, fresh bread, and a burg, martinis. And there's a little birdie that's telling me there's some new faces in the same faces, new places going in at Stanley Marketplace. And we'll talk a little bit more about that as we get a little closer to the time. But the rumors have it, that little Sky Bar that was up top is going to be taken over by Annette and be a different entity up there. We'll see if we can get Caroline or Nelson to come join us, or maybe just get some of the team. I had got to sample some of the cocktails, Chris. And by sample, I mean like drink them dry. Yeah. Goodness gracious. It's going to be great. As well as I heard some rumblings that something may be going into the hangar. Now, I don't know if it will be for the winter or for long term, but they could be having some new events and installations going into the hangar. So Stanley's making moves out there, and it may be because the Aurora people are about to make a strong push for making it like the space to be in the whole county. So be on the lookout for Stanley Market. They're doing some gnarly fucking shit over there.
Speaking of rumblings, I forgot to mention that I went and checked out an up-and-coming, soon-to-open project.
Tell dirty to me, Chris.
Full Tank Food Park.
When you said
food truck park.
When you said full tank, I was thinking nitrous, but now that I know it's a food truck park, it has me feeling PDX vibes. You know how like the Pacific Northwest and Portland in particular does really great at having like a hodgepodge of them. Finn's Manor used to be a great location for one of those. Tell me more about this, Chris.
So it's like it's in this old tire store, and then it was a gas station, so that's why they're going with the full tank thing. But basically, they're going to have a coffee shop, which is going to be the first thing that opens on October 13th.
Okay.
And then within there, they're going to have like a big space where you can hang out, work, do whatever. And then they're going to slowly roll out, I believe like they're going to roll out the food trucks in November. They're still like setting up the whole space. But basically, their goal is to have about 6 food trucks kind of parked around the perimeter in
a
the
big
parking lot. Yeah. And it's right across the street from the movie theater.
Alamo Draft House?
Yep.
On Colfax?
On West Colfax.
I know exactly where you're talking about. That's an absolutely perfect spot for that.
Oh, dude, because there's
only
nothing
3
around
miles
there.
from the studio.
Yeah, and so actually, if you're a food truck owner, or if you know somebody who owns a food truck, hit them up and tell them to look at the Full Tank website and submit.
So will it be a long term, like you'll have like the spot for 6 months and you don't move that fucking truck? Or is it like, hey, on Friday or on Tuesdays we have 6 taco trucks coming in, and at the end of the night people pull their trucks out?
No, I think they're going to try to keep it stable, just because I
think it's a great call.
I think it's a positive because people operating food trucks, half the trouble is like moving that bitch around the city because they're old trucks most of the time, they break down, all that shit. So if you can park your truck somewhere and people can regularly know where you're going to post up, I mean, it's going to be a great spot. They're going to have picnic tables outside. It's going to be really cool. So it's going to slowly start to open, but that's what my upcoming Westward article is going to be about. We got our fingers on the pulse.
Hey, and I dig it. That's what people come here for. Chris, speaking of fingers in the pulse, I, on Friday, was a member of a panel that you were too sick to attend for. And by God, I bet they regret it. Shout out to the Colorado Sun for letting me be a part of the food panel they did Friday. We were going at the same time as Governor Polis. I bet we got 6 times more people to be at our event.
I saw the crowd.
Yeah, our crowd was strong. His crowd was probably sus as fuck. But at the same time, it went really well. We sat down with Danica and Dana from the Colorado Sun, Josie Sexton, who's a friend of the program, Ethan Pan from 5280, and talked about food practices. Is it sustainable pricing models, hiring practices, and, paying people livable wages, and, the Michelin Guide and all that jazz. I didn't say fuck or cunt once. Bravo to me.
Any other curse words?
Yeah, probably, but nobody counts those.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah, everyone says those. It was kitchen talk, but at the same time, it was a great time. I learned a lot. I spoke with a lot of cool people. They had a whole segment on food trucks because you were supposed to be there and I was there instead. So I was like, go to fucking Federal. And that was pretty much my advice. Go to Federal. If you want something affordable, don't eat downtown.
I wonder what they wanted to talk about with food trucks.
A whole heap of stuff. So I gave your contact info to those that were asking. So be on high alert and answer all numbers that, even if it says spam, answer it anyway and give them your contact info, maybe your email or your last 4 of your social.
Love giving away the social.
But the panel went really well. What didn't go well is the Alabama-Mississippi State football game, and that we can talk about later, Chris, because no one wants to hear about that.
Yeah.
But everybody wants to hear about the Tyler Childers concert. It was a fucking zoo. The place was a madhouse. 18,000, 19,000 people crammed in there. It was a fucking scene. And he played all the hits. So he doesn't play Feather Indians, which is one of his fan favorites and probably doesn't age as well.
Right.
We were talking earlier off camera about things that Eve used to do that would no longer be time and place available.
Right.
Off camera, I said. And so, and so he doesn't play that, but he played just about every sing-along. He does it with a band, and they get a little jammy out there. Light show was no Corota,
Right.
but at the same time, it was a fucking vibe.
Did he go like straight through, or?
Yeah, he played 2.5 strong. So I think we got the best of the set lists when you look at the 3 nights of Red Rocks and then look at the night of Fiddler's Green. Fiddler's Green got all the hits, and they got funky with it too. It was a jam. It was a packed jam.
It's great. I've never been out to a concert at Fiddler's Green, which I don't know why. Maybe it's
I killed that
nice
fucking
job,
fly.
Miyagi, the fuck out of that.
Yeah, that fly I was posting about on social media yesterday. I just killed the shit out of it as it landed on my leg, and I had a witness. Holy shit. Why is this podcast not video yet? God damn it. Wait, continue. I'm sorry.
No, I've never been out to a concert at Fiddler's Green. And I guess maybe just because it's, I just don't think about it being down in DTC. And I know some good concerts go through there. But, I mean, what's your take on Fiddlers? Do you like it, or what's the...
So I like it for a few reasons. They had a very efficient system of getting people in and out. Like, it wasn't chaotic. It felt almost like a high school football stadium by having so many entrances, and then right when you walk in, there's a tent selling everything from like a 4-H membership to fucking merch or a hat or a drink. So it wasn't too terribly bad trying to grab spots and seats or grab drinks and stuff like that. The seats was a little precarious. We aren't tarp runners. I'm not 25 trying to catch, a rail rider of a panic show.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tonini and Chelsea. We know y'all fucking do it. But at the same time, we're not that. So we just found a little spot and kind of got in where we fit in. The grassy knoll, Chris, everybody but the Kennedys loved it out there. It was awesome. JFK jokes will always be funny. Sorry, Eve. So it was nice. It was a little packed. But at the same time, when you have that many people on like bring a blanket type situations, once the show gets started, we're stander uppers in our community. So we stood up for the concert.
Unlike Eve.
Yes, Eve, the sitter downer. So everybody was standing up, so it kind of got a little bit more people felt invited because you can stand on my rug or whatever. But it's a vibe. This is where the bitch is, and it's an equal bitch to Red Rocks. Getting out of there was nightmare fuel. Shout out to Muhammad, $88 later. Oh.
Should have snagged the light rail. Isn't the light rail close by?
It's not far removed, but it's not super close. And then so one thing we did think was maybe get an Uber to downtown and then just hop on it to get back to Old Town. And unfortunately, it just made more sense to go straight home.
See, I think you should have gone to the light rail, hopped on that, just gone up a little bit, and then.
I mean, they're not
an Uber.
that close. It wasn't like you're walking out a fucking ball arena and there's
Yeah.
It's not that accessible. Not too terribly far removed, but not readily available. So you still needed a ride out of there. Went to Pindustry. The food was just at mid, but that place was slammed. And then on our way out, we hit Grange Hall. Food was also just mid. You got to go Carrera's Tacos if you're going to be in the DTC or Hong Kong Cafe. Those are just two locations that there's no reason to go anywhere else in the area. And you could go further south and get Urban Village. But for this specific venture, those are the two locations. But Fiddler's Green definitely gets a who's who of 90s and 2000s stars. Winona Judd was out there opening for him, as were the Traveling McCourys. Shout out to the Traveling McCourys. They brought the hammer. Winona Judd, she was insistent that the crowd there was for her. And so she had multiple sing along gaps where she would point the microphone out into the crowd, at which time nobody was fucking singing and she just didn't catch it. Hey, there's a lot of 17-year-olds here that want to hear Tyler Childers play White House Road or Lady May or whatever. But it was really cool. I thought it was a lot of fun. So that was the end of the weekend. That covers just about everything. Anything we missed before we get into the next topics?
Did you go on a cool
hiking.
hike?
Yeah.
Oh, tell me about this hike.
And
What?
oh no,
Chris?
go ahead. I got questions after.
Okay. So I took the Abyss Trail to Hems Lake. Got there at 8:15. It was already packed. You can park along the road, luckily. And yeah, about 2 miles in, you see the yellow trees, and then if you go a little further, you can actually walk through them, not just view them from a mountaintop. So I walked about 10 miles.
Did you do the whole hike?
I did all of
She did 10
Abyss
fucking
Trail.
miles. That's
Yeah,
not the
but
whole hike.
it connects to another
When
one.
you
But I didn't
sent
keep
this-
going.
Okay, when you sent this to us, I was like, "Damn, Eve got after it." You're looking at an 11.7 mile hike with 2,400 feet.
Yeah, I did 5 miles there, 5 miles back. So 10 total. The trail, it keeps on going, but it's not the Abyss Trail anymore. But it didn't look
Gotcha.
like as many trees were that way, and already I'd hiked 5
Go
miles.
get 'em.
So
And that was Stone Appetite Hiking Corner,
there you go.
where Chris and Eve talk about what they bought at REI this weekend.
Some people out here will appreciate this because I approve that trail. And there's also a lot of dogs on the trail. Just FYI if you're...
I did this one last year. It's a great
lot of
one for
dogs.
yellow leaves.
Yellow leaves, yes.
Another place is if you're trying to get out and about, just on the backside of Georgetown is the Guanella Pass. That's a fun little area. We've done an overnight camping out there and then hike a little bit. The dogs are a little too old to do it nowadays, but doing it without the dogs, it can make a lot of fun and some really fun yellow leaves. So there's my input on those that hate themselves and want to hike.
Well, I loved it. So
Well,
I love Eve's Hiking Corner. It's a new segment we're doing.
Okay, should we dive into this draft?
No, before we do that, we have to talk about the 5280 top 25. They did pretty well, but they also put a restaurant that's no longer open on there with a chef, with an expose or a profile on the chef that's now in charge of a different operation. So I thought that was funny. They had a lot of great ones, a few classic omissions. My question is, how do you find 25? That's so hard. You know, we've asked Denise, we've asked Patty. It's so hard. So we don't really grill them, you know, put their feet to the fire on this one. It is so difficult. But I hate that Hop Alley was not included. It is my alpha. And if you're listening to this, we are doing a giveaway right now to support our friends in the Michelin Bib, as well as our friends over at Starbuds Colorado. So if you want to get in on the dialed in green dot collection, as well as maybe get some Lazy G, Digon, or all the other great snacks that Hop Alley has to offer, you can find that on our social page. But I just want to give a shout out to Patty, Ethan, and the team, because I know that's one of their biggest projects every year. And so I'm sure it was submitted before it was too late, but Bayota closed like 2 weeks ago, and then they were in there. So I felt for them, and I was like, shit, that could have been Hop Alley. So, but congratulations to Patty, Ethan. I know it's a long, hard journey. And also follow up, Ethan's got a fun little project he's doing called The Best Dumplings in Denver. He is just gotten back from Shanghai visiting his parents, and so he's like craving the fuck out of all different kinds of dumplings. And so on the panel, they asked him, you know, what's your favorite dumpling you're high on right now? And he gave a shout out to our friends Lexi and Tay over at the Easy Vegan, saying that right now that's his favorite dumpling. And the rationale behind it was, you can't stop eating them. Like if you had 60 of them, you would eat 60 of them. And I couldn't agree more. So I just kind of love his look on what he's doing. It's a little bit different, a little bit, you know, green to the community. So he doesn't have preconceived notions on the food scene. He's only been here, you know, just not even a year, I think is what he said, or in the position. So I love what he's doing over there. Check out Ethan and Patty's work at 5280. Wanted to give him a nod as well as kind of a slight jeer. Isn't that the correct term? Cheers and jeers. Yeah, that's correct.
Something like that.
Isn't it jeer negative?
Yeah, that was the negative, was me poking at him about the Bayota thing.
Sorry.
I thought you were the smart one in this.
Yeah, you're wearing a hat that says "Raise Hell, Read Books."
Yeah, and your shirt says "Heart Books." Like, what is the theme here?
Did you go to a book fair today?
No.
Was it the Scholastic Book Fair?
Dude, was that not the okay, we're going to talk about Halloween traditions, but maybe we just need to talk about elementary school things, because do you remember the NFL pencils too? Oh my God, I know you didn't.
Is that where it started for you?
No, it started with my dad just raising us in a household where on Sundays we rushed home after church to watch football, and on Saturdays we made long drives to watch middle tier fucking college football programs. But I mean, you know, to each their own. How did you become a fan of books? Did nobody want to talk to you at school? So you sat in the bathroom and read in the toilet?
No family traditions to go to?
That's a joke for what's coming. That was my schoolgirl laugh.
I just enjoy reading, guys, and I'm not ashamed of it.
How many books did you read in September? I'm not judging you. Morgan's a nerd. She put down like 6 books in September.
Yeesh.
I know, right? She doesn't like football, so she'll read while I watch, and it's a fair trade because she won't ask me about how bad my teams are doing, which has recently been real bad. How many books did you read in September?
Maybe 5.
Hey, that's pretty good. What's your genre of choice? Oh, I know this. Is it alien erotica?
No.
Can I pick one book a month for you to read and then do a status report at the end of the month?
Ooh,
Sure.
you have to do a 1-page book report.
No, I'm not writing anything.
A 2-minute monologue recapping the book, because
Okay.
nobody's going to read shit that you write.
Well, no, but
I'm not reading a
read it.
book report, much less the book. But if you give us a synopsis of, we're going to find some really good smut.
If
porn.
I don't like it, I'm going to DNF it, though. I can't push through it unless it's really short.
Did not finish.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. What's a good book length for you? Like 300, 500?
I mean, I'm usually read above 300. I don't pick it because of the length, but usually that's what I tend to read, I guess.
Do they have pictures?
No.
No.
So I'm out. Did you ever read The Odyssey growing up?
I read that in high school.
That one makes me want to pull my fucking hair out.
It was tough.
Yeah, and it's in like oldish English or whatever. Even when transcribed, it's fuck you, Homer.
Yeah.
I read The Devil in the White City, It's about H.H. Holmes from the early 1900s, the murderer in Chicago. It was not a good book. And that's when
That was the last time you read a book?
Uh-huh. So that's not...
All right.
But anyways, let's get into the topic that everyone's tuning in for. It's the Halloween draft. Eve loves Halloween, so we're going to have Eve pick the order.
Ooh.
Who do you want to go first, second, third?
Can I go first, or that's cheating?
No,
We don't give a shit. Just remember, you also go sixth if you go first.
Oh.
But while she determines what the order is in her head, she's a thinker, I'll give you all the synopsis of how this is going to go down. Everybody has to pick one candy they love, one candy they want to fight the person that put it in their trick-or-treating bag, aka the shittiest candy they've gotten, their favorite costume growing up, one Halloween or scary movie. It can be themed after either. We won't dive into that until later. And then if we want to, we can just make fun of each other for honorable mentions at the end. How's that sound? This episode is also presented by our friends over at Connect for Health Colorado. I said it wrong, but you're going to hear it a lot over the next couple months. Connect for Health Colorado is the open enrollment exchange program for those that maybe don't have health insurance from their office. Maybe they're a small business owner such as ourselves. Maybe they're a contractor or independent employee. They have something for everyone, and don't forget they can take care of your family as well. Everybody is included, no matter if you are a citizen of the United States, here on a green card, a visa, work in a kitchen or in the cannabis scene. They've got a platform and a program for you. Go to connectforhealthco.com to talk with a specialist today. Open enrollment starts on November 1st.
Yeah.
All right. So in honor of this, I think everyone should eat a dialed-in gummy. Eve, what's our order?
Chris will go first. I'll go second. You go third.
I mean, I got to take the low-hanging fruit, and I really fucking hate it. But if somebody puts goddamn candy corn in a fucking trick-or-treat basket, I'm going to flip my shit.
That is a very
corn.
divisive 1-1 because you're going to alienate yourself instantly out of the gate because some folks just like candy corn. Myself included, and Eve. And as Eve is the resident sweet tooth, you're in a pickle here because some folks may think that you got two good candies, but make sure that the bad candy is in a very bright color. Like if you hate this, it's red. And if you like it, it's in a different cook because that's a very, I disagree.
With the draft, can you put that in your like category?
That's a good point. I think it's technically off the board, but that's a really bad 1-1. I thought that there was a better 1-1, and I don't know if you did that methodically, Eve, by giving him the 1-1 pick, knowing that he would just shit all over his britches.
I don't know what that means, so no, I didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah.
Chris, since you fucked that up and you want to go get a beer for yourself for this draft,
I'm good.
Okay, because I need more wine after I do my picks.
Okay, so candy corn that you hate.
I can't believe I love candy corn.
That's so gross. To each their own.
I mean,
all right, let's
I
go.
get it.
True.
Who
No, my
goes
turn.
next?
I'll just do a Halloween movie, and I'm gonna do Hocus Pocus.
Fuck!
God
You're
damn
gonna
it.
do that.
I mean, that's what I thought. Like, if we're talking Halloween movies, that is 1-1. And when you think Halloween, that is like the most nostalgic thing ever. So, yeah, Chris, you kind of shit the bed there. Eve, that's a great pick. I love that movie. I'm actually going to watch it after we finish recording here tonight.
The OG.
At Edgewater Public Market. They do the movie malls. So I get 2 picks now. And so now, since she took the best of the Hocus Pocus, I think I got to go double candy here. I think for best candy, I have to go Reese's Cups. And for worst candy, I'm going Almond fucking Joy. They're just not good. And every time I saw those little blue ones or even their little red cousin, which we will talk about later, they're just both mid as fuck. Coconut, almonds, chocolate. I'd rather eat my own hand.
I didn't even eat it as a kid. Like I wouldn't even eat it as like a last resort. You know what I mean? I just wouldn't eat it.
I'm in the same camp.
Wouldn't eat it.
And I'm a candy corn guy, but they do get old. Like you eat one bag of candy corn, and I don't know if your family grew up with having like a little bowl out of like some kind of snack to like grab 1 or 2 of. It was always that for Halloween, and then for Christmas it was like red and green M&Ms. But I would get like 4 or 5 candy corn at a time, so I'd get my fix before the night of. But anytime I see an Almond Joy, it just brings me back to the people whose house I wish I egged. But so those are my two. I'm taking Reese's Peanut Butter Cups as the best candy, Almond Joy as the worst candy. Eve, it is back to you with your second pick.
Oh. I'm going to go for best candy. Since you took Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. I'm going to take Milk Duds.
Interesting. I kind of put that in the movie category, but I love a Milk Dud. Like, that's a movie.
It was a treat as a kid because you didn't get them too much, but they'd come in the little box. And I'd always be
the
so
little
excited.
boxes are
Yeah,
great.
it was
There
a
was
little
only
box.
4 or 5.
But it was great. Perfect.
The problem is sometimes those things are so hard, like you feel like you're either cracking a tooth or pulling a cavity just by, pulling out a filling by just like dipping into that.
Yeah, I wasn't disappointed when I got those or like
No.
Tootsie Rolls.
Well, calm the fuck down,
Yeah.
Plain Jane. I mean, if you say Tootsie Roll here, we're going to just laugh hysterically to the bank.
I'm not.
Okay. We'll see.
Well,
I like that pick, though. That's a good one. Chris, it's up to you. Can you redeem the 1-1 pick?
Yeah, I'm trying to think strategically here. What am I going to go with?
The costume has got to be the last pick for everybody because it's all.
It's what we wore.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
So with the Halloween movie category, like it just like are we just talking like more scary movies or does it have
It
to
can
be
be
like
whatever you want. It could be a Halloween themed. It could be a scary movie that you watch around Halloween.
Okay.
It could be actual Halloween. It could be whatever you're.
I'm going to throw up the OG Scream.
Okay.
I fucking love watching that during a scary movie kind of.
Octoberish.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's not a bad one. It's a staple growing up, and that mask is making a comeback. I see it in a lot of the porn I watch.
It's fun.
They came out with a new one last year.
I know.
The new Scream. Did you see it?
Yeah.
I can't believe that helped David Arquette pull Courtney Cox either. What a fucking.
Dewey?
I mean, goodness gracious. That guy deserves.
Well, they got divorced, so.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but they
for a
were
while,
together.
He had her at, like, everybody.
Courtney
yeah.
Cox.
Yeah. Everyone's like, the fuck? Your co host over on the television show's married to Brad Pitt, and you're married to this alcoholic idiot? Whatever. That's what a lot of people say. But that's a good movie call. So you have 2 picks left, 3rd round, 4th round. Chris, you start the 3rd round.
Okay. I'm going to go with favorite candy. And fuck.
It's going to be disgusting. I can already tell.
Fuck you, Eve.
It's going to be so bad. It's going to be
like the wax lips or something.
the candy bottles.
What kind of houses did you trick or treat at? I'm going to say I just always loved getting the fucking 2 Starbucks or Starburst packs.
That's
I get
like
it. You want me to say something chocolate?
That's
like
not
if
bad.
I was going
I
to
don't
go chocolate, I would have gone like Kit Kat.
I don't hate that. I feel like the only problem with that is the dealer calls it because you could get 2 oranges and it just goes from being a great Halloween candy to a very mid. It's
That's
like
where you got to just throw that in somebody else's bag after you open it and maybe just grab another one.
You know what? I thought you were going to say Smarties,
the
which
things
aren't
you could
bad, but I
snort.
could see you saying that.
I would go with Dots before Smarties.
Ooh, we should have done 2 positive candies, 1 negative. But I the dots are in the Milk Dud category of
In the box.
When I'm in the movie theater, I'm kind of like, it's been a while. Should I have one of those? And obviously, we're not trick or treating anymore, so they're not as often on my radar. And also a cavity filling puller router.
They're bland to me, and they're too chewy.
Damn, she's just like, hey, your taste in sweets is mid. I don't hate the Starburst. I fucking love Starburst in general. So if you get the double pink, Chris, you absolutely hit the Mega Millions on that. But you hit those double oranges, and you're giving them to your dad as the dad tax. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not a bad one. So you went second, so it's my 3rd pick, and I have the last 2. I've done both candies, so I'm stuck with. I think I'm going to go movie next. And I'm not a scary movie person. So I'm going with Halloween Town from Disney. It was a great movie. It was one that helped shape my the Disney Channel original movies that were very mediocre in actuality. Not like cinematic masterpieces like the ones that y'all listed earlier. This one was strictly made for 13-year-olds whose parents paid the extra $3 a month for that channel. Did you?
I really need to put more thought into these fucking drafts. I didn't have time to think today. You're looking at fucking notes.
I'm writing down what you guys are saying.
No, I got that, but earlier it looked like you were reviewing some.
Well, we did talk a little bit about it.
Cool.
But we texted you about it as well, so.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of fucking work.
Oh, Chris, yesterday was October 1st. If you weren't thinking Halloween already, then you already had lost this draft. But don't worry, it's the fourth
Think
round.
about your costume.
And it's going to come down to costume. I went as Kurt Cobain with a bullet through his mouth one year. And so I had long hair at the time, and I dyed it white, wore plaid shirts, and then painted red all over my face and throat and the back of my neck, and went to the Green Sky Bluegrass concert at the Bluebird, shout out 2011, here in Denver. And people were like, Walking Dead? And I was like, Kurt Cobain. And they were just like, you need Jesus. Like, it got a lot of, remarks instead of like, good job remarks.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be mad at you. They should be mad at that someone.
Courtney Love.
Yeah.
It was a Courtney Love costume, if anything, just to raise awareness. But yeah, Kurt Cobain was one of my favorite costumes.
Is that what you're putting down?
Yeah, Kurt Cobain.
Oh, dead Kurt Cobain.
Dead Kurt Cobain.
Jeez. Okay.
I can't wait to hear what Eve's favorite was. She was like, one year I went as Pippi Longstockings, and everybody
I
loved
could
it.
totally
No,
see
I
that.
didn't. I didn't. So do I have to do the next two?
No, it's... Oh, yeah, it's Chris, then you.
Oh, okay.
Wait, who's... No, it is you.
Yeah, it's you right now. Because I did. Well, you.
Yeah,
I
you
Did
start
I
first.
skip you?
You kind of just started talking, and then
I thought you were second, so I'm so sorry. I apologize.
no, yours can still count for the costume. Obviously,
So I've
Who's gonna
done a
take
movie, a good, and a bad.
And she's already done her movie, so I guess I didn't impede. So I'm sorry.
No.
So Eve gets 2 now. I'm so sorry.
That's
about
fine.
that. Oh,
The
no. Here
the
we go.
crappy candy, good and plenties. Fuck them.
I never got a lot of those.
They
though.
are so
I didn't get them a
bad,
lot,
no.
but when you did, though, it was like, what the fuck?
Especially when Mike and Ike's were at their prominence in the 90s, like it was like a full tier below, like Jelly Bean, and Jelly Bean was a full tier below the Mike and Ike, and Hot
Mike and
Tamale
Ike's are
was
so
the
good.
best.
Yeah.
Oh, good and plenties, man. If I never see those again, I'd be
Yeah.
happy as a clown.
Yep.
I'm
See
so-
or smell them again.
Yeah.
Fuck
Wait,
'em.
what do they smell like?
Licorice.
Licorice,
Oh,
medicine, licorice, just.
that's a good one. I wouldn't have thought of those. All right, and so Eve, what was your costume?
I would say the favorite one I've done, I'm pretty proud of, is I was a Rockford Peach.
Oh,
Yes,
Were
and
you?
I made the whole
Were you all the way
thing.
Meg?
I w-
Was that
her
wasn't that
name?
her name? All the way Meg.
Madonna.
Yeah.
Madonna, no.
Were you?
Jeez,
were
why'd
you the?
Were you
John-
Marla Hooch? Hooch.
I was just like a Rockford Peach. I wasn't
You
like
gotta
a
play a lot
certain
of night
character.
games. God, I love that movie.
Chris is recording the whole. I was thinking Kit, the younger sister, with you having a bob haircut.
I did have a bob,
I thought it.
but I wasn't as. I was just like a Rockford Peach. That's it. I wasn't
Okay.
a specific character.
But if you
I
could
like-
have
do you
been
have a
one
picture
from-
of that?
I do.
I'll find one of my Kurt Cobain.
But yeah, I made the whole thing. That's what made it better. Like I made the shirt, I painted it, I made the hat, everything.
How old were you?
27.
I don't
Well
hate-
played.
I don't hate that at all. That's well. I was 24, 23 when I made my poor decisions, but for
that's
my
an awesome
costume,
decision.
no,
Oh,
yours is
okay.
great. I was just saying, trying to get ahead of that. That's a good one. We're
Yeah.
gonna need pictures of everyone's costumes. We'll post it closer to Chris. Your last pick. What's your best costume?
I mean, I just got to go back to childhood for this one. I'm not doing
That's
an
fine.
adult one. I'm going when I was Donatello. I mean, just dressing up as a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I know it's overplayed or whatever, but god damn it, when
that
you were into the Mutant Ninja Turtles, it was fun.
It
Was that the purple one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not in tunnel too. One year.
God, I could.
He had the stick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was that.
Did you have the onesie that had the purple sash like already
Oh
printed
yeah, and you
on
had
it?
like a plastic shell that you. Yeah, it was like going to school that day when you could wear your costume was one of the best moments of childhood. It was so much fun.
Oh, that's a good call. That may have totally redeemed yourself with every. You did pretty well. Mine may
Yeah.
get some jars.
But I made my costume. Chris.
Jeers.
Okay, cool.
I don't know. I think that gets more points.
Were
I
you
made my costume.
Okay, question. Were you one of those people, you know, when people just set the snack bowl like outside for treats? Were you one of the people that would take more than
No.
Eve did not.
No, I didn't.
I could have told you that. I wouldn't take all of them. I wasn't
Right.
the dickhead that like dumped the bucket into the bag. But
I'd
I
pick
may
out some
grab.
good ones.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely like cherry picking, and I may like if I see a Snickers and a Sour Patch Kid and a Reese's cup, I'm gonna get all three. That's a murderer's row.
So when you were growing up, was there a particular neighborhood in your hometown that
yeah,
y'all
the
would
full
go
bar,
to? Yeah.
the full candy bars, like the one nice neighborhood where like the two professional athletes who were dumb enough to retire in Jackson, your money goes further down there. You'd go to their neighborhoods, the big houses, and then once you get a little bit in the 16-year-old age, you're out there like goofing with your buddies, smoking cigarettes or drinking a hidden beer under a bridge. That was the neighborhood you kind of partied in. But yeah, there was definitely a neighborhood where you like would take advantage of it. The rich folk. What about you, Eve? Was there just a neighborhood that y'all could hang out in, or was everybody separated by like 7 miles? You hit like your uncle's house, then you just go back home to your goats.
There wasn't like a distinct, like it depends. Usually I just went with my dad, so we just went to like the nearest town. So I didn't know anything about like the big candy bar place. Like I was out of the loop.
You lived down the sticks.
A little bit, but also just like I didn't trick or treat with like kids. I don't know. My parents didn't like set it up, so I would just go with my dad.
Yeah, I
Just
mean, we
two
did
of
that
us.
for the most part.
No,
Until
but
you
we-
have like,
And then I trick or treated in like middle school in like 6th grade was like the last time.
We had like
friends.
we had this one part of town. It was actually near our
Sixth
our
grade,
school,
huh?
but it was like a cul-de-sac type
Yeah, yeah,
place. And man, the houses were just stacked up. So your parents would just drop you off and go like park the car somewhere and wait on you to kind of do the double lap.
see,
And you were done.
And some of our like more like recently built neighborhoods in the burbs of Jackson, you'd see like there'd be some gravel roads, but some have been paved. There'd be like a guy with a trailer, and all the kids get on the
Hey,
back.
Rod.
Yeah, and you just get off and you go run the strip, and he meets you at the end of the street. And odds are they're just slugging beer and just like relaxing or whatever. I mean, by God, I know I would.
Oh, they're 100% slugging beer back there.
That's
Yeah.
kind of cool that you had that.
Yeah, I mean, we're hillbilly
I
redneck
don't know.
white
No
trash.
kids went missing.
I mean, if they did, this was before the internet, so you wouldn't see like little like Tommy on anything but the news. But realistically, no kids went missing. It was a little too small of a community. Like almost everybody around there, and like Jackson's just an old scene.
What was great was that one house on the block. There was one house on this place we used to go to, and they had like made a little haunted house. So you would like come in their front door and like walk through to exit one of their side doors, and that was always a blast because they went all out.
Yeah, and then there's always the neighbor that had like the chainsaw without the chain on it. And we had like ivy in our front yard in one part of it. So we had like my older brother one year like scared people by popping out. So like you had years where you would have more fun at home
Yeah.
or get it. God, Halloween as a kid was fucking awesome. Honorable mentions for shitty candy first. I had the brown and orange wax paper. You remember those things? They had no insignia on the outside. It was just black or orange. And they were like shitty
gross.
peanut butter toffee. Those were
I think those are
terrible.
Dollar Tree candy.
I mean, they were prevalent in the South.
I've never seen them in any store, but to be fair, I don't look for them. But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then also the old people in the neighborhood would give out those little strawberries that had the strawberry wrappers where the green, and you'd find them at the bottom already out of their wrappers at the bottom of your like.
I don't like those for Halloween, but I don't hate those every now and then.
Yeah, they're like a Werther's. Every
Yeah.
now and then I'll suck on that thing like it's a bean.
Yeah. Anyway, I will say, one of the things that I hated was the eyeball gum. Like sometimes you would just get.
I know what you're
it's
talking
an
about. It had the
individual
little
plastic
red
wrapper.
lines.
Yeah, and it was just shitty gum. It would lose its flavor. Like if you got like a little thing of Super Bubble, I always enjoyed that. But like this gum was fucking.
My
terrible.
concern with those were always like, is this a jawbreaker? Will it crack my tooth?
I
Kind of
hate
thing.
jawbreakers too. You don't do anything with them.
Yeah, I was never a big
Gobstoppers
Jawbreaker
were nice because
fan.
they didn't last as long.
Yeah,
so
but they still weren't great.
the Chewy Gobstopper was a tier 1 movie candy that people forget about.
I don't hate I love the sprees at Halloween too. I loved getting sprees.
What year did you trick or treat?
You didn't get any sprees?
Rarely.
Yeah, sprees.
Rare. And it wouldn't even be the chewy ones. I don't know if they had the
Smarties
chewy
were
ones
more
back
regular.
then. I feel like it was just the hard ones back then.
Smarties were fairly often, and half of them would be crunched, so you'd have like powder at the bottom of your pillowcase. That was a tough one. Other things I thought were bad. Your candy corn, you realize like that's the most divisive thing. Besides Peeps, those two things are like the most hated or loved, like militia type people go to battle
You know what?
for.
I'm just going to be true and authentic to myself. I fucking hate them.
Well,
Like out of all the candy I could get in my Halloween bag, I think I would want that the least.
I thought the Twizzlers in the clear wrap, because they didn't have the texture of the normal Twizzlers, were really gross.
Yeah,
because
those
they came in
sucked.
the 2-pack that were too gummy.
And they were like
they were
these
the
short,
cherry-
stumpy little things.
Yeah,
Anyway,
they were like the chodes, and they weren't
Yeah.
very good. Any candies we missed on the bad list?
well, you didn't have this, but like some people would make like homemade like popcorn balls, and I'd always get one just like every fucking Halloween.
I don't know if we had those.
I don't know why people would make them, and I literally never tried it, so maybe it was good. But even looking at it, I was like, no, just like a popcorn in like a little Ziploc bag or something they'd make. It'd just be like homemade shit, and I was like, what is this?
One thing that I remember being like mid was like a caramel apple, and it's like you put that in the bag and it like collects shit, and so like people had them on occasion.
And I never got those.
Really, ours were always the green apple with like a very
Right.
sticky caramel you could like barely crack through.
I'd rather caramel than the red. What's the red outside on it?
Oh yeah, it had like that cherry on,
No.
or that like hard like shell.
Yeah, whatever that is. I don't like that.
Chris, so I will say, you mentioned Tootsie Rolls earlier, and I didn't mean to put you on blast. Do you like the flavored Tootsie Rolls that are the non-chocolate ones? Oh, I kind of like them.
Wow.
Like in like the red and
The
blue.
green and the
lime.
purples.
Yeah.
I kind
The
of like the
lime
fruit
and
ones.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, Chris.
One thing
Those
I
are
did forget
delicious.
about though is sometimes getting the now and laters.
Oh, those were a treat. That's
Those
true.
were
That
good.
I'd be pumped when I got like a chunk of those.
Yeah.
Oh, like there was like the full
The
sleeve
square.
before.
Yeah, those are good.
Those are still good.
I'll get those
You can every
sometimes.
now and then see those at a 7-Eleven. Those
Yeah.
aren't too bad. Movies that we missed.
Casper. I almost said Casper
Ooh.
because I still watch that now. It holds up. I'll watch it.
You're supposed to be the movie person.
Yeah. You're saying
Junior-
it doesn't hold up?
I don't know. I hadn't watched it in forever.
Yeah,
but the fact that
exactly.
you watch it regularly makes me wonder if you're actually doing your due diligence as the movie person.
You can't.
5
fuck
books
you.
in Casper every month. That's a lot of time we're wasting, Eve.
Yeah, wasting reading books. My
The
bad.
dude in that movie is also Junior from the Little Giants, the quarterback. Remember, he can sling it. Fun fact.
The blonde haired?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was thinking Michael
Frankenweenie is a good one.
Eh.
Is that not really a...
Nightmare Before Christmas was my backup because it's a blend of the two holidays, I feel like. Does it play for Halloween?
That's always a debate.
I was dressed as him for Halloween last year. It wasn't too bad. I wore a zoot suit, like the big 1920s jazz suits. And
It looked good.
Thanks. I appreciate that. I thought Michael Myers as well as Freddy could have been in there.
Yeah. Those are just...
Scary Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I feel like those are all October movies. I'm not
Yeah.
actively
Yeah, they are,
seeking to
but-
watch them in May. So, but I had to go with Halloween Town because I'm a pussy and I didn't actually like scary movies. Still don't. So I went with my Disney.
That is very true.
You know what's not that scary? The Strangers, and you should give it a shot.
What's this? Is that like where you sit on your hand before you masturbate?
No, who's in that movie?
Liv Tyler.
Yeah, get the fuck out. Don't watch that, Kip. It'll freak you the fuck out.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks
no,
for
that
look-
one's horrifying.
See, Chris looks out for me. Eve's
That
like,
one's
watch this
horrifying.
guy piss his pants.
I mean, like, if you, like...
It's home
It's like
invasion.
on that level of, like...
oh wait,
It's
is
on
that
that
the one
level
about
of,
the
like,
Manson
Get Out.
vibe? I may have seen this, and they're wearing masks on the outside, and they're like knocking on the window. I think I saw that. I didn't.
See, you were fine. You're still okay.
My therapist says otherwise.
Oh.
That's why I pay so much every week. But at the same time, I'm not like I just don't like being scared, so I don't actively seek them out.
Oh, you know what's a funny movie? Funny Games. You should watch that. It's practically a comedy. Funny's in the title.
I don't believe you. I don't trust you anymore. You've ruined that. It's like catching a girl poking a hole in a condom. How could you ever trust him ever again? I think that covers this week's episode. We did really good covering all things autumn. We talked about last week. This week we've got Harvest Week. It's running Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, put on by Eat Denver, teaming up with local chefs from restaurants across the metro to highlight local purveyors, farmers, and the great products they put on the shelves in the kitchens across the state. They still have tickets available for Wednesday night supper. I think it's all veg all the time, I think is the theme.
Isn't it supporting Grow House?
It may be.
Yeah, I think that's kind of where the whole thing started.
Hell yeah. What's it called? That's with an H-A-U-S or Grow House? Did I nail it?
Yeah.
Nice. How you said it really led into it. I appreciate you doing that. Yeah, so it helps support the Grow House. There's tickets still available for Wednesday night's dinner, I believe. So head over to eatdenver.com. You'll see the option for Harvest Week. Anything else we missed, Eve? Oh, E-Fact of the Day.
Can I talk about another costume I made that I was really proud of?
Yeah, that's fine. We'll take that.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
So you're kind of homey. You can like do all the home good stuff.
I just like making mine, but I think it's because my mom made mine. So it's just like that's just how I was
Morgan
raised.
does the same. She's like, we're not buying the costume.
No, like not until college.
Growing up,
when people bought it, I was like, oh.
What's the costume?
One year I was Beatrix Kiddo from Kill Bill.
Which one is that? Vivica A. Fox?
No, it's Uma Thurman, the main character.
Oh, that's her name?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Were you in like the yellow one piece?
But I made it.
What'd you do? Like sew silk?
No, I just got like yellow leggings and then like a yellow top, and I painted the black stripe, and then I got white shoes and painted them yellow and did the black on the side, and then I got a sword, and then I like sprayed myself in blood.
Okay. I guess that counts as an E-Fact. She feels like she kind of did.
What do you
said it count. I
yeah,
checked
that was
before
kind
I said
of
it.
Buster.
Yeah, I thought
what do
you
you?
did something.
Okay,
I'm glad you didn't use that during the draft.
Give us
Wow.
a hint of what you're leaning toward this year.
Yeah, what's your costume going to be?
What are you
It's
thinking?
going to be an animal.
Is the animal still in circulation today?
Yes.
Can we eat it? Do we eat it?
If you really want to, I guess. You can eat any
It's
animal.
a zebra. It's a giraffe.
No.
Toucan.
No.
You'd be a great toucan.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Eve, I thought that was a fair enough.
I checked. I said, can it be when I wore a costume? And you were like, sure. And then I did it, and then not good enough.
Okay. No,
What were you
it's good. It's
expecting?
just I really like the Rockford
Yeah,
Peach.
I thought.
I know. That's why it's on the list.
And the fact that you were 27, that just makes it sweet.
Yeah. And Chris is a big fan of League of Her Own. So I think we did really well today. The first couch episode of the season. We're 2 months left in 2024, and we pretty much don't even work in December. So we've got our party coming up on the 18th of November, Chris. And we've got a whole new episode Thursday before we head over to Harvest Week. Okay, well, without further ado, let's get the hell out of here. Stay high, stay hungry.
Trick or treat.
What should I was trying to think of the line from A League of Their Own. But
There's no crying in baseball. Cheers!
You're right.
Jimmy Dugan.